News making around now is that they have 5 managers on the radar to replace Ruben Amorim, and we are not surprised because we know the result is not forthcoming. And also, Manchester United board are looking forward to November, and of course, you know November is coming, so they have 5 names on their radar. How do you feel about those names to replace Ruben Amorim?
Well, I would say that I'm happy, but at the same time, I'm not happy.
Why are you happy?
I'm happy hearing that at least the board is making moves to replace Amorim, which is deservedly so. You understand? Our performance has not been all right. We have good players. We should be doing better. We are not doing better. So I'm happy we are going to replace Amorim. Now, regarding the managers that they've outlined to replace him, I'm not happy about them. I mean, you're hearing names like Southgate. You're hearing names like Iraola. You're hearing names like Glasner, Xavi, Oisler. We need to understand that it's not about, bringing out names that, managers. It's not about outlining managers. It's about looking at the situation of the club before you go to the market. Do you understand? You shouldn't just go to the market and look for the, best performing managers and then bring them to the club. It has failed. Amorim himself was doing very well at Sporting before we brought him over. Now we're hearing Glasner is plays the same formation and he's at Crystal Palace and is equally doing the same thing. You understand? And they want to bring him. No. We shouldn't do that. And let's us even start with Southgate. Why would a club the magnitude of Manchester United be, relating themselves to Southgate? Yes, fine. He has done very well with England. 2 Euro final back-to-back. But what is his pedigree and experience with club football? He has only managed in England under 21, England national team, and maybe Charlton. I think Charlton or Middlesbrough. In the championship, you want to bring him. It's not like he did anything of significance in those clubs before he was told to come and manage England under 21. And then because Sam Allardyce was, suspended from being the England manager, he was the interim, and because he performed well in the interim, they gave him the permanent role. Then we are now outlining him. No. We shouldn't do that. This is how you put wrong profile in the wrong situation and then everything, scatter. And for Glasner, yes, we won't lie. 18 games unbeaten is no joke. You understand? Let us be honest. And so far so good, 6 Premier League games played, unbeaten. In that same period, he has played all the top managers all round. He has played Chelsea. He has played Liverpool. He has played City. You understand? He hasn't only played Arsenal. He didn't lose any of them. So I am not actually surprised that he's been mentioned, but at the same time, we know very well that Manchester United is not the club you just go because the manager is performing well, then you go and bring him inside. No, Amorim was performing well.
And Amorim played 24 games
unbeaten. Ten Hag too was like, the next big thing. And then he flopped. We should look at the type of situation we have in the club before we go ahead to bring a manager in. So for that reason, I wouldn't want Glasner. I have a name in mind, but I will not mention it. I want to see if the club will go for that person. You understand? Then the other person is Anthony Iraola. Man, you know even branch Iraola house. You know why?
But I'm not coach.
You cannot then play Iraola football. Do you know Bournemouth plays?
Fast!
Hey, Jesus.
Fast! And this is what your players
cannot do.
You cannot do it now.
Okay, who do you want to run for you, Maguire? Is it Dalot? Is it Dogu? Is it Delete? Is it who? Very few players can match the intensity that is required to play Iraola's football. Iraola's football is 90 minutes of tireless running. You understand? It's not like the players at Bournemouth are better than the players at Manchester United. It's just that they are more hardworking. And Iraola does not condone strolling on the pitch. You have players like Kwa who likes to stroll for some time. I'm not saying Kwa is a bad player. I'm just saying that's his personality. That's how he plays. You don't want to go and bring it. So you have to look at the manager you're bringing. Look at your players so that you don't come and fight. Iraola will fight for dressing room. Because when he looks at you and say, guys, this is how we train. Run. Match starts. You now begin to throw. If he begin break bottle, you understand? Because a manager wants to see what he has coached you to be. And then you're doing something else.
Go and ask Samenyo then.
See, look at Zubayi, Samenyo. Do you know how many of them has made big moves because of how they were, playing for Iraola?
They were sharpened by that man.
Exactly. Kekes to Liverpool, Zubayi to PSG, Oisin to Real Madrid. And If not for the fact that it's a lot of clubs didn't meet Semenyo's this thing
Asking price.
asking price, Man U Arsenal were keen. Arsenal wanted him, not Madueke. He was Arsenal's first choice. Madueke was their second choice. You understand? It was because they didn't want to pay above 70 million that Bournemouth would request. That was why they bought Madueke. So that tells you the level that this guy operates. And right now, I don't think our player needs that type of manager that would go from how they are now to that athletic level. You get it? We still need somebody who is going to step by step graduate them from one thing to the next, and then before they are good. And then lastly, Xavi Hernandez, Biko. I beg.
Not lastly, because you've not mentioned Brighton's coach.
Oh, that's very true. Do you know what I'm not even thinking about the Brighton coach? Yeah. Because I see him the way I see Amorim. You want to bring him. Amorim is 40 years old.
40 years.
The other guy is 38.
38.
Oisler is 38. Hey! Oisler go stand, Casemiro go stand, Bruno go stand, Maguire go stand. They go here. Those ones go here. They know the Amorim own. Now that one they go here. See, I don't know, Man U. Sometimes the way we do things. If I was in the boardroom, you understand? I'll go and bring somebody that has, not just years in the game, but is, levels above all the players we have. Do you understand? That has levels.
Monitor, did everything.
Do you understand? He has levels above all of them.
So what do you want to do that he won't do?
Exactly. He hasn't done.
You
have to bring somebody of pedigree. First and foremost, the reason why you need manager of pedigree at Manchester United, not the Hoislers, not the Glasners, not the, Iriolas, it is because Manchester United present a different type of pressure. Do you understand? You should have the, thick skin to bear the pressure from the press. Majority of Amorim's problem has been the way he handles press conferences. You understand? Especially after games where the result is bad. He does not come and, express what is expected from a professional, manager. He comes and talk like a fan who is angry. You understand? And that's not right. Several times they've told him that, see, you have to sharpen this aspect of your game. And he has continued to tell them that he cannot do it. That tells you where he is as a manager. This is why he shouldn't be a Manchester United manager. He is too young. He's too inexperienced. Practically, he might be sound, you understand? But there are a lot of things inside the box that you need to tick to coach at a big club. You can't just tick one and then become the manager. You have to tick all of them. Do you understand? And this is where Amorim falls short, and this is why we shouldn't go for Hoisler. Look at the way Brighton has not been performing very well. Their performance have been up and down. If you look at where this Marcel coach was in the
Zerbi.
Yes, the Zerbi, where he left them before. I know he underperformed before he left, but there was a particular level he was playing before they brought Hoisler in.
Hoisler tried though last season. He was able to get them
up again. You understand? But what I'm saying is he has not been able to go back to that level where the Zerbi was operating, where Graham Potter was equally operating. Now we shouldn't be bringing those type of managers to Manchester United. Do you understand? And for Xavi, I've clearly talked about Xavi. Xavi, fantastic player when he was playing, and when he managed Barca, Barca were in crisis like you rightly pointed out, and then he came in, cleaned the house, do the necessary thing, and then they became where they are today. This is why you shouldn't bring him to Manchester United. The reason why he was able to do what he did at Barcelona was because he is Barcelona bred.
He knows
Barcelona. He knows Barcelona. If you bring those type of... When Ole came, the reason why Ole was partly successful was not because he's, tactically brilliant. It is because he knows the club. He knows what is expected. When you know somebody, you understand? You know how to, touch certain areas, and then you ignite the fire. Do you understand? So Xavi coming to Manchester United is a new terrain, is a new behavioral environment that he does not understand. So let us not bring him. Let us bring people who know the club, who understands the club.
But Xavi said if he's coming in, he will be like, he would like to work with something like Schools, and that is this king of a guy.
If you bring Roy Keane and Scholes into the dressing room is going to burn. It's like when Arsenal appointed Loenberg after sacking what's the name of this Aston Villa guy? This Aston Villa manager. I forgot the name of this Aston Villa. Unai Emery. And Loenberg, destroyed everything. Because these players, when they're in the dressing room, they are not coaching. They are comparing. They are saying, pass the ball. Oh my days, this is how I pass. You understand? It's going to cause a lot of chaos. You don't bring those type of people into the dressing room. You can see the way they are behaving on their punditry this thing. They've been very silly. They talk anyhow. They are not even, the players don't find them impressive. The players don't even respect them anymore. Anthony posted one day. Anthony said he's highly disappointed in his coach because he is expecting this type of players to come and tell them where they are failing and give advice where necessary. But no, they will rather just criticize. And it's not helping the club, it's not helping them. Yet, they've continued to toe that part. Those are not the characters you want in the dugouts. Those are not, yes, they were fantastic players. You understand? But at the same time, you should draw a line between a player being a player and somebody being a coach or a manager. Scholes and King don't fit into that box. You understand? So Xavi and whatever he has in his mind to be his backroom staff can already tell you that he's ready to fail. And he will fail on the go. That's just it. You understand? If we want to go for a manager, this bracket of managers that we have pointed out do not fit in. They don't fit in. You understand? They are good managers in their own right. You understand? But Manchester United has a unique problem. You understand? We have a unique problem. So we need a unique manager. A manager that is not only tactically good, but a manager that understands Manchester United problem.
Also man management.
You understand? Yes. All club needs man management. You understand? But at Manchester United, it is different. Okay, let me give an example. Somebody was pointing us to, I think I've forgotten the name of the Man United legend who was pointing us to Rashford performance at Barcelona. And they were saying Rashford is tracking back, Rashford is running, Rashford is doing this. He said the reason is because Barcelona is a club where you are requested to perform. But Manchester United over the years has just turned to, a holiday ground for a lot of these players. Their performance is not, questioned. They play well, they don't play well. It does not do anything. You have the likes of Luke Shaw, who has been rewarded with more contracts. Look, do you know that under Ole we renewed Jones's contract? For doing what? We didn't remember the last time he appeared on the pitch, yet he got a contract extension. So these are the issues. Once we fix all of that, I think we'll get it better. You understand? I have a manager in mind, and I pray that the club, follow suit. You understand? And I'll be happy.
All right, so Manchester United fans, tell him. What's your thought about this? Tell me, who do you think that can replace Ruben Amorim at Manchester United? And also, don't forget to follow us on all social media platforms at Football Analysis, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you for watching, and see you on the next one.